Hey, everybody. It's Saturday, December 2nd, 2017. These glasses give you glare. And this is another episode of In the Hot Box. I'm amazed at how bad my eyesight gets when I try to read because the words in front of me are blurry. I need the glasses. Kills me. Anyway, I wanted to say hello in December, a new month, a new book. This book is by the author who gave me the first book I ever did, a book called Then Came More. It was over 5 years ago. And her name is Jacqueline Druga. She's a quite prolific author. She lives up in Pennsylvania, and she specializes, for the most part, in post-apocalyptic, end-of-the-world type stuff, the end of the world as we know it. I've done a number of books for her, series of books, zombie books, nuclear war books. What Tomorrow Brings was a very recent one I just did. That's available now on Amazon, iTunes, and Audible, of course. And this book is called No Man's Land. And I hope to have it out probably in January. Christmas time is rough for Audible, so this won't be out, even if I finished it today. It won't be out until January, but it will be out in January, and look for it. So what I'm going to do today is read just a chapter that's fairly short. It's like 4 pages, maybe 3, to give you a preview of this book that will be out. See, I'm shaking the thing by touching it. That will be out soon. I hope you enjoy this. The spectacles have to go back on because I'm an old man, and old men need to read their spectacles. So, here we go. Let me set this thing up so it's recording. Now you will see me, but I will not see you. Her name was Hannah, and she had this innocent yet intelligent air about her. She carried a Barbie backpack, even though she seemed too old for one. I don't know what all she had in there. It was packed to the gills. At the creek, she pulled out a sock for me to use as a cloth. "That's okay. I have a whole pack. My mom says socks can be used for a lot of different things." She handed me the sock, then took Edward while I cleaned up. I dampened the sock in the creek, raised my eyes to her, then shifted them to Leah, who kept her distance. Her head was tilted. Her hair dangled, and even in the distance, I could see she was covered with blood. "How did you know?" I asked. "About her?" She looked at Leah. "Mr. Mills talks with his radio all the time. Pastor Jim radioed and said a man carrying a baby might be stopping by. She watched you leave the church." Boop. That's a boo-boo. Punch and roll, baby. "Said he watched you leave the church and you were lugging a former." Those were his words, not mine. Airplane. Kills me. Or helicopter. These are the small things that if you ever decide to do something like this, whether it's voiceover or audiobooks, and with audiobooks it's a long haul, so it happens. Airplanes, helicopters, big trucks that rumble, and my house is 80 feet from the road, and it's a traveled road, but not a main road. You'll feel it, you'll see it, you'll hear it, especially helicopters and planes, they kill you. Hear it? Fun stuff, right? I can clean most of it up, but sometimes it's way too just loud or rumbly and I can't clean it up. All right, let's go back to this and start going again. Thank you for indulging me. "Said he watched you leave the church and you were lugging a former." Those were his words, not mine. I winced in pain as I brought the water to my head. "I was going to watch out for you. You know, look for you coming. Nothing else to do up there. But you got there so fast. No one ever walked that stretch so fast. So I ran to the far end of the fence to peek. Sure enough, she was tagging behind. She ain't got no pants on, you know. Her lady parts are showing." I know. She reached in her backpack and handed me another sock. "Don't keep washing with the dirty ones. You're just moving the dirt and blood. You might get infected." "If I don't die from these injuries first." "Or amoebas." "What?" I laughed. "Amoebas. My mom didn't let us play in the creek. She always told us not to, 'cause there are amoebas in there." "Amoebas," I corrected. "Same thing." "Okay." "Anyhow, she said they're all in the creek and lakes, and if we get one, our flesh will come off. Swell. Back to what we were talking about. Did anyone mention how fast I got there? I asked. Hannah shook her head. They probably figured Pastor Jim just waited on... Oop. Nope. They probably figured Pastor Jim just waited to radio. Don't forget to wash your arms. They're all scraped up. Thanks. Who is she? I lowered my head. My wife. She died after giving birth. Well, that makes sense why she's not wearing no pants. Yeah. I partially smiled, but stopped when it burned. You're not scared of her? Not really. Not yet. She moves slow. I know. Plus, she's good now. She's got one of them guys that beat you. The more they get in them, the longer the comms... Boom. The more they get in them, the longer the calm ones are calm. At least that's what I learned. You're a plethora of information. I don't know what that means, she said. It means you know a lot of stuff. I do. About this I do. Listen. No, not you listen. I listen. I do. About this I do. I listen. How old are you? I asked. 12. Well, I'll be 12. What's the date? I looked down at my watch. September 5th. Hannah sat up straight. I'll be 12 in 2 days. She then curled her lip and tilted her head. Not a fun way to spend your birthday, huh? Well, if all goes well, if I don't die from amoebas, you'll spend your birthday. Hate when I do that. Kills me. No, that doesn't work either. Breaths, man. Breaths kill ya. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta do that whole line again. Well, if all goes well, if I don't die from amoebas, you'll spend your birthday in a sanctuary city. That won't be too bad, will it? Does that mean I can come with you? Yes, I replied, and soaked the sock again. You can come. Hannah smiled. All right, there it is. That is A Small Chapter from No Man's Land by Jacqueline Druga, narrated by me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little sojourn into the hot box this week. It's never an easy effort. It's always an effort, and it's never easy, but it can be fun. So, until next time, keep doing what you do, and thank you for watching. I'm out.